It's June 29th, but I'll be talking about the previous day, June 28th. And this is, of course, video log takes 30,000 to a million. I'm going to go through the account, talk about Apple a little bit. It's going to be chill. This is the account. I'm sitting at 175,600 at the moment. It was a pretty wacky day. It started off hot. I was, in the positive territory, and then grinded down lower to some, pretty low numbers, but still pretty well positioned since last week, so that was good. On the 1 month chart, well, actually, before I go through the charts, let me show you all the positions. These are my options positions here first. I have some new ones that I've added. I've been selling some puts and some calls, but the price action of the underlying are just not what I want. And so these options are very low priced because I have to sell so far ahead. So far away from the strike price. Now, you can pause the video at any moment to try to figure out these exact positions. All the information is going to be contained here within this little window. These are the equity positions that I talked about in the previous video. They're narrowing down in number. I have really like 5 real positions. Well, 4. These last 3 positions I'm looking to get out of. Didi I'm just keeping there for kicks and giggles. But Smith & Wesson I'm looking to get out of it around $15. And then if it gets there by, what's my sale date? July 15th. And something similar with Paramount. I'm looking to exit around $30. Right now, I have not been able to sell options on it. I wanted to get closer to $30 to actually get some premium. It had an unfortunate fall. Let me see, when was it? From the $30 level here, June 8, 9, 10. And so I was not able to sell a call option at that time. And so now it's too low for me to sell call options, so I have to wait until it goes back up. It is off its lows here of 24, sitting around 25.50 at the moment. But anyway, I'm looking to get out. But in the meantime, I don't mind collecting dividend. The dividend for the stock is very fat now. So $288 incoming. And then if I have to hold it for another quarter, that's going to be another $288 coming in my way. Actually, let's see. Maybe even more. No, that's about right. Okay, back to the portfolio. Let's see. What else? I showed you the equity positions. We're going to go into the investing tab. Margin right now is sitting about the same as it was yesterday. I haven't made any real changes except sell a couple options. That's about it. So it's the same. These are the equity positions sorted by total return. Apple Realty Income, Main Street Capital, and this is sorted by equity. Apple is by far the largest position. Goldman Sachs coming in at second at 42,000, and then Main Street Capital coming in at third, 37,000. Now let's go over the performance. I was about on par with the Nasdaq today, so it dropped about 3%, which is not good, but still doing okay overall. The 1 week performance is 9%, week over week, I guess. 1 month is minus 1.5. The 3 months dropped down to 10.78, and the 1 year is almost flat at negative 0.68. Let's compare that to SPY, the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. It was about flat on the day, really flat. And then up 2.64 on the week. 1 month is minus 7.47. 3 month minus 17.3. The 1 year chart minus 11, so beating the S&P 500 by about 10%. So that's chill, good stuff. All right, so why am I going so heavy on Apple? Well, actually, I'm not going heavy enough on Apple. I have sold 3 puts trying to get in at around 130 with 300 shares. But actually, I'm considering buying leaps that are expiring next year, somewhere around, February, March, whatever, whenever I can buy them. I know they usually expire around January, but I want to go past the January. I want to get that quarter in, so I might have to sell them like 9 months out or something like that. Actually, let's take a look at what options are available for me right now. So first, whenever you're doing options, always sell what you want to do. Tell it what you want to do. I want to buy calls, and I want to go out. Always pick the date. So past the January one. So I guess I have to purchase the March ones. March 17, 2023. So right now they're actually really expensive. I would want to buy like 140 calls. And they're $1,500 each. So it's kind of pricey, but I may end up ponying it up if it drops like another few dollars, maybe below 130. I could get the 130, because the lower you go in price, the more of the up move you'll participate in, even though the option is a lot more expensive. So it's like you gotta weigh your pluses and minuses there. So that's what I want to do with Apple. But one of the reasons I'm doing Apple is because I think that they're gonna have a really successful fall. I think that the new product line is gonna be very well received. I have the products here actually. I've looked them up, and I'll list them with you. So first, starting with the knowns, right? The things that are already out. We have the iPhone 14 series. So they have like 4 phones. They're not going to do anything crazy about them, except the part that I really like, which is they're going to get rid of the notch on the top. So it's going to be more like a punch hole thing. I'm really looking forward to that, actually. It's finally time to upgrade my iPhone 11 Pro, I guess, to the newer version. It says right here, new hole punch design. So I like that a lot better. Then other things they're going to have this September is the Apple Watches. So they're going to come out with new Apple Watch series. I'm not too concerned about that. I don't really wear Apple Watch, but a lot of people do, so they're going to probably update. And then they're going to have new iPad Pro, new Mac Pro, new Mini Mac Mini, and then new AirPods Pro. So that's already quite a few products. And then things to be excited about in the future too is some future products that have this article list, which I'm aware of, but this kind of summarizes it. Low cost iPad, don't really care about that too much. Larger iMac, a few people care about that. 14 or 16 inch MacBook Pro, that'd be nice for the creative types. Then the big ones, right? The AR VR headset, we know that it's coming out. So that's going to be cool. What I really like about this release is that they're going to be pricing, apparently, this headset really high. And I think they got to go back to their roots of pricing products really high. It brings exclusivity. It's usually the highest product on the market. And so that little margin is worth quite a bit. Just like with any product. If you want to buy, a watch, let's say, you could, the difference between a great watch and an exceptional watch is like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Right? I don't want to get into, because I'm not that good at watches and whatnot, but same thing with cars and things like that, Like, yes, you can buy the new C8 Corvette, and you can get plenty of power performance, and the difference between that and the next car is very, very marginal, but the price difference is enormous. Like I just watched a Doug DeMuro do a video on the Hennessy F5, and that thing is pretty fast. It looks really fast. But anyways, the difference between, like a supercar and a hypercar is it's many times the price of the supercar. Right? It's like 4, 5, 10, 20 times more expensive for just small difference in performance. Well, not that small, but relatively small. It's not nearly as big as the difference between a C8 Corvette and, a Honda Accord. That's a big gap. All right. So the speaking of cars, the Apple Car, that thing I feel like is gonna be. It says 2023 to 2025 until it's kind of like they're open with it, but I think it's gonna be like way far in the future. The main reason being is that it's a big project, like size wise, and I think those take quite a few years longer for the kinks to get worked out. And another thing is that they want to do a fully autonomous car, and I don't think the world is ready for that yet. I think that they're gonna run into a lot of challenges with the fully autonomous car on the road. I mean, some of the best AI, that we've got, which is Tesla, still running into trouble, especially like legally driving fully autonomously on the road. They still need, the wheel on there. They still need the controls by the driver to make sure nothing crazy happens. So I think that's gonna be, available legally like way far in the future, or under special circumstances, like isolated regions, etc. So I don't know how I don't think that's realistic. 2023, maybe 2033. I think it's gonna be like 10 years for the car. But the other thing that I've been looking forward to too for my phone is a foldable phone. Now nobody knows with these two products actually coming out at all. So the foldable phone between 7.5 and 8 inches might launch at the earliest next year, which is not going to happen. That means earliest 2024. I would personally like that. I played around with the Android foldable phones, and I actually really like them. I wish Apple had something that's as cool, as I don't know what the right word is, cool or innovative or whatever, but it's actually really nice to just play with like the foldability of the phone, because it just feels good. And I think Apple is about feel. I mean, if you just touch with your fingers like the surfaces on the iPhone without a case on, you know what I'm talking about. Like it feels amazing. And I think like I got something similar when I was playing around with the iPhone, with the foldable Androids, that it feels like really nice to flip and unflip, kind of like people are addicted to their flip phones a long ago. I kind of miss that. I wish phones had that now. And so I think that a foldable phone by Apple is definitely going to bring that feel back into that play factor, that toy factor back into the phones, make them even more addicting. Like we need that, huh? So that's cool. And then what else? Apple Car, foldable phone. That's about it. And obviously they're doing a lot of progress with their chips. Like I think their M2 chip is gonna be an improvement over the M1, which was already like extremely powerful. So I think they're doing a good job of staying on the cutting edge of technology, and honestly, I'm pretty bullish on this company. So I feel pretty confident about buying Leaps, especially if it drops into the 120s and even 110s, which could happen on this downturn. Not putting it out of the, possible scenarios. Apparently, Michael Burry thinks that everything's gonna crash down, back down like 2008 style, and I don't know why, but he's been in the news or articles at that very often lately. Like everybody everybody seems to be talking about Michael Burry, this Michael Burry, that. So it's kind of weird. He even made like the news section of Robinhood. Like, check this out. This article on Benzinga here featured Tesla bear Michael Burry predicts divided labor market amid inflation, worker crunch woes. So, I guess he's short Apple and Tesla. I can understand being short Tesla until the 200s or 300s, but Apple, I don't know, man. It's already dropped quite a bit. I don't know where it's gonna half itself from here. I can understand Tesla halving itself from here, but Apple, there's zero chance. Zero chance Apple's trading at 75 from here. No way. No way. And let's see where that would put it. That put it like basically at the depths of the 2020 crisis here. I don't think so. This thing was trading in 2019 at 70, in the 70s. Pre-March 2020 it was 81. I don't think so. The company makes so much money now. It's such a better company. Much more massive. The earnings have improved. Everything's improved. Product, supply chains. Everybody's struggling with it, but still. All right, so I can't see Apple going back down to 70s. So anyways, that's what I'm betting on. Those are my plans for the next, foreseeable future. I'm going to try to continue selling calls on Paramount and Smith & Wesson until the positions are out. Then I'll be left with like 4 real positions, which I'm totally fine with. That would be Apple, Main Street Capital, Realty Income, and Goldman Sachs. All right, this is going to be the end of the video for now. Hopefully, I'll make another video tomorrow. Let's hope for a green day, because today was not green for me at all. Minus 3% kind of hurts. So I don't like to see myself lose to the markets either. So hopefully tomorrow is green so I can sell some more calls. Raise some more cash. Alright guys, peace out for now.